Today, from St. Louis, Missouri, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's St. Louis taking on the London Black Knights.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. On 1st and 10, Matlock. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Matlock. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 65 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on it.
He finds Douglas complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Off play action. Matlock. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Miller. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Almost feel sorry for the kicker here because you know he wants to go out there and contribute, but they keep saying stay on the bench. I think it's just simply a matter of a head coach saying I believe more in my guys with the football than sending you out there to kick it.
Well, he wants to make a big statement here on the opening drive, and a statement he's making now. They've got it 1st and goal after that conversion. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Matlock. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs march it right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Royal. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on first down. Royal. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now they try the right side here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Matlock throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Working with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. On 3rd and 2, Matlock to the goal line, but it's incomplete. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, Royal. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Matlock. He finds his man complete. That's Stump. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs add 6 to their lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. London about set to take over on offense. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. 2nd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Royal. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Perkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parsons. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with 8 on the year. And the Black Knights are able to cut into that deficit. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On 1st down, Matlock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Matlock. And he's got his big tight end here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down now, it's Miller, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Back to throw. Matlock. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on fourth down. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Matlock. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bulldogs are able to stretch out their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Royal making the catch over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They'll run on first down. Royal. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force it in. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Now back to throw. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Second and 5. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. On second down, Royal at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal, a loss of 12.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. To throw on second down, Matlock. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw on second down, Matlock. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now here's a carry heading left. Fights loose. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. London about set to take over on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And just a yard to go here on second down. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. London about set to take over on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number, and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that is incomplete here. They come up here with another shot from the 6. 2nd and goal now. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Matlock over the middle, complete. It's Stump. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Matlock. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.